Somebody, you want make a come call it. I'm gonna make a one body. Yeah, hey, baby. You know what it is. Bring on the way. Down, down. Go down, down. Yeah, down, down. Down. I'm in love. I said I'm in love. Baby, let me call you. When you stand, I'm under you. Oh, na 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 na. Oh, cool, stop touching. Sorry, madam, sorry. I want to go there. I do. Go there. I do it. Go there. Shana she bad. Oh, Jenny Kakai. You can go find me. Give me somebody. You want me to come call me. I'm gonna make you one body. Devil. Down, go down, yeah, sound. I'm in love. I said I'm in love. Baby, let me go high. When you stand, I'm under you. Oh, na 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 na. Oh, cool, stop touching. Sorry, madam, sorry. I want to go there. I do. Go there. I do it. Go there. Shana she bad. Oh, Jenny Kakai. You can go find me. Give me somebody. You want me to come call me. I'm gonna make you one body. Yeah. Boy, kiss. She like it. Thank you. But I'll be the first time to come on now. We don't go in. All the chicken go to because we don't go in. I feel it myself. I can see myself. All the dinner I clear not to myself. So now you're sad. Baby, you are sad. My man is sad. Woko Joe is sad. Nero is sad. Baba Ball is sad. Somebody talk about sad. You can't say. Hey, your boyfriend's sad. Not tell you. What do I have to the club that walk? Some people marry the home for money, some people marry the Oya Sufi, and they will journey. See the Judah racket. Somebody found a money, got me feeling. You tell the Roman and the please stop calling. We not be careful. We don't go in. All the chicken go to because we don't go in. I feel it myself. I can see myself. All the dinner I do, yeah, not to myself. So now we are sad. Baby, you are sad. My man is sad. my leg up. This sound that made me wake up. They all that you like hip hop. She give my friend, she whack my uncle. I said we are settled now. Nobody go with the bell. That got to my heart. Oh, I hope you can beat the bell. From my baby inside. Like the BB people outside. Know that we ain't got time. You just put on repeat. We are sad. So we are sad. We are sad. So now we are sad. We are sad. We don't go in. All the chicken go to because we don't go in. I feel in myself. I can't see myself. All the things I do, not to myself. So now we are sad. Ibi jure asa. Mamene asa. Okojore asa. Nerone asa. Bambambone asa. Somebody baba asa.
All right.
If you know, you know. But if you don't know, you don't know.
Now you know. Now you know. If you know, you know. You think you ball us in town. Now you know. Now you know. Forget what they know them. Yes, sir.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you. This is the host of Africa coming live from the beautiful, beautiful state of Minnesota.
Now you know. Now you know. Now you know.
Forget what they know them.
We want to say thanks for tuning in once again. This is the host, South Africa coming live from the beautiful state of Minnesota. Our weather is kind of it's not too bad. It's not too bad. But if you live in a beautiful state, ladies and gentlemen, I must admit, I am tired. I went to bed almost 1 o'clock this morning. And of course, I have to wake up to get ready for work. But quite honestly, it was the time that I spent out last night. You had the Y playing, you had the Timberwolves playing, and the Twins were playing. And I'm telling you, between especially monitoring the Y and watching the Timberwolves with like eagle eyes, it was overwhelming, nervous, scared, and as God could have it. Thank you for tuning in, Miss Jen. We appreciate you. A big wild fan, Miss Jen Curtis. And I'm telling you, despite the injury, especially to the Timberwolves, and all of the teams that played yesterday night won in a very long time. The Wild were able to advance to the second round. Timberwolves, with all of the injuries, they were able to defeat the Denver Nuggets, even though nobody gave a chance, rightfully so, because of the injuries and what have you. But the Timberwolves, they were able to overcome that challenge. And so in this public manner, we want to say congratulations to us, especially those of us that love and support the home team. There you go, Miss Jen. We are very grateful. And if you don't know, a lot of time when I'm watching again, I try not to listen to the national media because they're very biased. They respect, they disrespect us. And so I rather watch the game, but then I listen to the commentators, our local commentators from the state of Minnesota. And so last night, seriously, I am tired, but we have to do the show. I'm ready to. I went to bed late because I couldn't turn off the TV. I didn't want to go to bed and wake up to some surprise news. And so we want to say congratulations to the entire Minnesota team. We're very proud and we hope, it is our prayers and hope that again you advance to the next round. Once again, we want to say welcome, welcome. This is your boss, SUBOR Freeman. Every time we come on the show, we like to extend what we call open invitation. An open invitation to our listeners. Just to tell you that God is good, God is faithful, because there are a lot of challenges that we have faced. But God being God and being so loving and so caring and so faithful to us. So every time we get, we like to do what we call open invitations. And so I told you that with everything going on around us, in order to find comfort and refuge, we have to spend some time in the presence of God. And so I'm inviting you to the prayer line. We meet on the prayer line from Monday to Thursday, from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock p.m. Under the guardianship and leadership of the senior pastor of Mount Zion Interdenominational Church, Pastor Richard Wanochie, from Monday to Thursday. Wednesday and Thursday, we meet in person and online. And the telephone number to the prayer line is 763-220-3265. Once again, the telephone number is 763-220-3265. I hope you find time in your busy schedule to join us. Better still, if you can't make it, we encourage you to find a God Bible believing church that you can worship and spend some time in the presence of God. Excuse me. We also want to take this time to inform you that tomorrow, the main department of the main department, the Mount Zion Church, will be carrying on a full sale. And the proceeds and the fund from there will be used for our Father Day programs. So if you live in state in Minnesota, I'm appealing to you, you can stop tomorrow at the church in the morning. The address to the church is 6830 Quay Avenue North, Minnesota, Brooklyn Center. And so tomorrow we'll be doing full sale. We hope you can stop by and patronize us because the Father of the Year has a project that he wants to undertake. And so we're trying to help you in that direction. So I hope you stop by tomorrow. It's not that expensive. It's $20 for food. And, you know, can taste some really good food, dry rice and a fish. And so we look forward to seeing you all at 6830 Quay Avenue North. We want to say happy birthdays to all those who are celebrating a birthday in this month. Wow. Can you imagine we got Mother's Day? And so the month of May, special. And so we want to say happy birthdays to all those who will be celebrating a birthday in this month of May. We pray that God will bless you with long life, good health, and all of your heart desire. We want to say, let us be the first. We want to be the first to wish all of the beautiful mothers. You know, our mothers are so hardworking. They are so caring. So we want to be the first to say happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers. Keep doing what you're doing. We appreciate you. Only God can pay you back because I don't think we have the money or any gift that can really truly express how much we truly appreciate everything that you continue to do for us day in and day out. We want to say if your birthday fall on your wedding anniversary, we'll say double shout out to you and your special loved one. We pray that God will bless us with the matrimony homes, with love, with peace, longevity, and unity. If you are bereaved, we also want to take this time to extend our deeper condolences to you and your family. We pray that God will comfort you, God will console you during a difficult time of bereavement. Tomorrow, if I'm not making a mistake, tomorrow they will be laying Maima to rest. For those of you who don't know, the SUBOR J, I got it from Maima, and so once again, we want to take this time to extend our deeper condolences to the Bada family for the loss of their mom, their grandma, their auntie, their cousin, their sisters. You know, Maima was a very loving mom, and she was really fun to be around. Very independent. Very. I mean, I never saw a woman who was very independent like Maima. She cooked her own food. She did everything for herself. And so Maima will miss you and will say thank you for everything you did for us. Now, as you can see the headline, we call it Wiki Review Friday. And so because of time, we're not going to take too much of your time. But I have to do this because it is imperative that we do this. Normally we'll not talk about things on this platform, because every time that we bring information, we want to make sure the information that we bring is factual. Like I said, we do not come here to promote any one political party. We do not come here to support. What we do here, we come to inform, educate, and talk about how can we get better as people, as nation, and as community. And every time we see something that warrant our attention, we're going to speak about it. We are going to speak about it, because the fact remains that we cannot keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results, especially like Mr. Cummings always say, we can't keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results. I think in as much that Liberians, they have, what the word I'm looking for, they have become okra to people manipulating them, lying to them, and acting as if to say they love the country. When we see that, we have to call it out. And today, the headline, day before yesterday, the news broke that the former president, Eddie Johnson Sirleaf, had a press conference, and she expressed what she termed as the expulsion of Yaka Koruba is a complete contradiction to that of the Constitution of Nigeria, which you also describe as the infringement on freedom of speech. And for those of you who don't know, Yaka was expelled by the House of Representatives, where he was once a member of that God's body. And so every institution has rules and regulations that govern our institutions. We know that. But also, we have to be very mindful about when we talk about freedom of speech. That's number one. Number two, make the mistake. Let us start shaping blame on people for nothing. Joseph Boakai have done nothing, because nobody can tell us it left for you. That's what I believe. You're a man who have done nothing for the past 12 or some more years. He served as representative, and all he did, he just consistently abuse, challenge authority, never carry himself like a lawmaker. And so his own colleague said he violated the code of conduct And he got expelled by his own people. And there is no reason for people like the former president to support a man who opened it. And we're going to tell you what freedom of speech is. Open it. A man open it. Telling us that the land that Guinea is crushing on belongs to Guinea in the midst of tension between the two countries. Something that has the propensity to cause war. And for the former president, with everything that is going on in the country, to say she criticized the recent expulsion of Mosorado County District Number 10 Representative Yege Koroba, describing the decision as a threat to freedom of speech and democratic governance. I disagree with the president. I strongly disagree. I strongly disagree because I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to talk about another thing, and that will be it. And we'll call it a day because our schedule is loaded today. You know, I'm not surprised because the Liberian people need to understand this. They need to understand this. I don't want people, all the people doing the playing game with us. They are playing game with us. And that is why I said Unity Party or CDC, I don't think those two parties good for the country. I'm sorry. Because it almost like if Unity Party is doing well and heading in the right direction, CDC will not admit, CDC will do every and anything in their power to make sure that they undermine the Unity Party government. Vice versa. In Unity, CDC take power tomorrow. Unity Party will do the same thing. And so you can already see that our country is being compromised because people are not willing to rise or raise above the phrase. And we have to get to a place as a nation that we can let him go, even if you don't want to let him go. But we have to be very objective and honest with our criticism. Now, I never see this anywhere in Liberia that your vice president that served for 12 years consistently continue to oppose your vice president. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. And so this one, she have her own reason. I'm not going to question her reason because she knows the vice president, now president, she knows him very well. They worked together for 12 years. But I just disagree with the president. And so I'm going to read what President Eddie Joseph said. Former President Eddie Joseph has strongly criticized the recent expulsion of Mosorado County District Number 10 Representative Yeke Koroba, describing the decision as a threat to freedom of speech and democratic governance. A comment came in growing backlash from policymakers, legal experts, and political figures over the controversial action taken by the House of Representatives. Quotation mark, not the way to go. Speaking on the Truth breakfast show on True FM on Thursday, April 30, Sally said, expelling the lawmaker over expression of speech undermines constitutional protection. Certainly, I don't think someone should be expelled because of freedom of speech. She said, I don't think this is the way to go. Now, I don't understand where you call or freedom of speech. And so she went further to say, and referencing Article 15 of the 1986 Constitution, which guarantees freedom of expression, setting stress that this dissenting view should not attract such severe punishment. So when you say dissenting view, where is the dissenting view? That's why I want the president to explain to the Liberian people. Because the fact that you're a man, not just ordinary man, a lawmaker, a certain lawmaker gets up and say the land in question belongs to Guinea. Where in that called freedom of speech? Where is that? Yeah, a man, since he became a lawmaker, he have done nothing meaningful that you can show. This man, for over pretty close to 2 years, consistently insult the president. You are never want to arrested or reprimanded for his behavior. Nobody did anything to him. None. But we have to be honest. If you cross the line, you cross the line. So I am surprised now that Yake Koluba now issues has become a national issue that the former president is weighing in on, saying freedom of speech. I'm sorry. Here's the background to which Yake Koluba was expelled. The House of Representatives, during a recent special session, voted to expel Koluba after 49 of 73 lawmakers endorsed a resolution, meaning they required 2/3 majority. Although one of the Secretary Representative Sam Jara of Bomikande has denied ever signing onto any resolution seeking to expel a lawmaker. That one, I'm hoping to investigate wherever Sam Jara is saying. The decision followed a report from the Rules, Order, and Administration Committee, chaired by Bon County District Number 2 Representative James Colette. Koluba faced allegations including gross breach of duty, misconduct in office, and violation of his oath. So why we're not looking at that? You took oath to pretend and defend the Constitution of Liberia. You took oath, you swear to defend and protect the Constitution and territorial boundary of Liberia. And just imagine you going against that. But we want to sit and pretend like it's nothing, all because the government are in power. We do not like the government, or we do not like the president. That is why our country is like that. People will do any and everything because even when you're doing your best, they will undermine you because simply they don't like you. They don't even want to acknowledge the work that you are doing. How can we move forward? How can we move forward? And so I'm not surprised that the former president will come on and say this because of a long-standing or action towards the man that is in power right now. And you know, when we live this long, the least we can do is to teach and educate our children, our great-grandchildren, our children yet unborn. I said it on Wednesday. This is the reason why people in South Africa the South African can look at African and attack them, beat them, kill them, asking them to leave South Africa. Same thing here, because probably they wasn't taught or told the role the entire Africa play to liberate them from apartheid. One of their own lawmakers acknowledged that they do not attack Caucasian people, they don't attack Indian people, they don't attack Chinese people, but only the people that fought, that stood with them. It's the same thing. You know, when we leave the stage, like our forefather did, it is coming upon us to do the same thing for the generation coming after us. How can we teach people to hate our country? How can we teach people to be disloyal to our country? How can we teach and how can we support? The children are watching. The children are watching. And I expect every politician, every Liberian, every how you call it, law-abiding citizen, people that truly love the country, including spiritual leaders, should condemn their eye. Nobody have come to even say Yake was wrong, to acknowledge that the fact that he did that, including the former president. Nobody has said anything, say, you know, Happy, Yake is very wrong. He need to retract his statement. But to expel him was not right. Okay, maybe I can live with that. But nobody wants to acknowledge what I tell you. People don't care about the country. They do not like the country. Because I will accept if somebody can admit that, you know, Happy, you wrong for saying this. You have to retract your statement. But you're telling us it's right, and that the same country people want to lead, it does not make sense to me. It does not make sense to me. And that's the reason why he's not showing no remorse. That is the reason why he is not showing no remorse. Because he got all the heavyweight backing and defending his action. Sad. 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 And so he feel like he's right. I don't know what to say. But one important story here I want to get to. Yeah. Everybody. No, it's sad. I'm not surprised though. Now, again, it comes down to love for country. Comes down to love for country. You know, a few weeks ago, the vice president in Grand Cape County, on a tour, what they call B Marty. And I got a couple of friends from Grand Cape. It was their opportunity to express their dissatisfaction concerning the way they've been treated by B Marty. But what I saw they put the Kokasali and they presented it to the vice president. And I told somebody, are you kidding me? Are you serious? And so this is very alarming. This is what we expect the former president and the rest of the leaders to be talking about. But again, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. That's the reason why a law or certain lawmaker can sit and say the country, the land, or part of the country belong to another people. Because you know what I mean? By their fruits, we shall know them. By their fruits, the fruits they bear, will know if the truth is useful. And so this is very alarming. Liberia, as Environmental Protection Agency, to release report on latest fish die off near B Mountain. Expert warn of long-term contamination. Listen to this. There's a serious business here. The severe contamination first struck the Mafa River in 2022. 4 years later, a second spill has again been traced to the B Mountain Gold Mine concession, but unusual chemical has raised suspicion toxic was planted intentionally. You see what? Toxic was planted intentionally. Yesterday, the Environmental Protection Agency has promised a report by this weekend, starting today, as residents report chronic illness, dead crops, and collapsed fishing and farming. I'll read again. The Environmental Protection Agency has promised to report by this weekend, as residents report chronic illness, dead crops, and collapsed fishing and farming. Experts warn the groundwater and soil may not be contaminated for years. So, this thing happened in 2022. It's not the first time. 2022. Here we are again, where effort mining that is taking place in B Mountain. We don't know what about chemical, but it said it was done intentionally. And it said because where B Mountain is using the waste that is going to the water and into the ground, according to the EPS, is causing chronic illness. We don't know what the illness is. Dead crops. So that means people who farming, planting the cassava, the edos, the peppers, their greens, they die. Fishing. When the people go fishing, or all the fish that is in the water, dead. Think about that. Think about that. So fish, dead fish. And the EPS, the Environmental Protection Agency, said they're going to bring that report to this. So hopefully, by the time I get done with this story, we'll get some updates on what is unfolding in Grand Kitba County. Wakota, Grand Kitba County, on June evening in 2022, Peterson came into the Mafa River as he always did, casting his net into the water that has sustained his family with food, income, and funds to send his 4 children to school. By morning, the fishermen catch looked strange, too still, too heavy. But hunger did not leave room for suspicion. Though his wife refused to eat the fish, Cain cooked it in a pepper soup and ate it all himself. He soon later regretted. 3 months, my stomach was running, he said in a recent interview. 3 months, can you just imagine? Man's stomach run for 3 months? Here we are again. Here we are. Because you know what happened? There is no regulations. Let Mr. Cummings say. The least we can do, the promises these people made to take care of the environment, to build schools, to build hospitals, build roads, nothing. Nothing. And you see, we got all these problems in the country that need to be addressed. That need to be addressed. And we are passing, defending a man who bring nothing to the table to help move the country forward. and we're spending hours defending a man for his behavior, all because we agree that yes, when CDC were in power, United Party did the same thing. But we can't be going in cycle. It's redundancy. You do me, I do you, do me, I do you, that one will be on? Is that what we're going to be on? No. We deserve better. We deserve better. And these are challenges that we are faced with. We're all fully aware of climate change. And just imagine they're telling you, say, the crops, the fish, human being getting sick. These are things we should be talking about. We should come together as a nation to find ways and means to address the critical issue that is affecting the nation. Not to waste our time and our resources, our energy on somebody who up to now yet to admit that that statement they made against the country was wrong. And that's what we're going to put our energy, all our time, when we have meaningful things to address. Look at the healthcare system. Look at the schools. When our national security have been threatened by our neighboring country, instead of all coming together at one, and then we sit and say, we're trying to defend somebody, we're trying to put the country down. I'm not surprised anyway. I'm not surprised. Because that's how liberal people view these people as patriotic citizens. And so the country, they elect these type of people to offices. And so, folks, the time is 4:55. We said we had to do the show today because we want to be consistent. You know, I noticed most of my supporters and my viewers were going away because of the inconsistency. But I hope next week we'll have sufficient time to truly dive into this undermining stuff here. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. If you can't help me, don't harm me. If you can't help me, do not harm me. And so tonight, we want to say thanks to each and every one of you for watching.
Power on.
We appreciate your support. We hope you will share the video. We want to say thanks to Claire Howard, Jen Curtis. We want to say thank you to Graham Bodosha as always, and to the rest of the crew. But now, you know, we have to go because the time is almost 5 o'clock. Like I said, tomorrow, Saturday, we will be having full sale at the church. And so we invite you to please come and support us. The address to the church is 6830 Quay Avenue North, Brooklyn Center, Minnesota. Once again, this is your host, SUBOR Freeman, saying so long from the beautiful state of Minnesota. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Stay warm, stay cool, wherever you are. God bless you. Listen to some music.
Undisputed, all of those, luxury or nothing, money is talking, money is talking, blessings of blessings, forget what I know. How much is money? Nothing. Balling. Premium or nothing. Now you know. Now you know. the remix, yeah. The remix, yeah. So fly. Akon, P Square, Mr. Medi, Convict Music. First of all, you're the type of woman that stays on my mind. Walk down the street, every guy wanna jump on your behind. It's your seduction that makes sure that we stay in line. Sexual corruption, cause I'll kill anyone for your time. Tie-eye, tie-eye, yeah. Even though I make real dough, you're the reason there'll be more, yeah. Tie-eye, tie-eye, yeah. Even though I got much more, I don't mind if you chuck my money. Chuck my money, chuck my money, cause I don't care. Chuck my money, chuck my money, chuck my money, cause I don't care. I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, cause I get to plenty. I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Girls, they love me.
If there is family, her body not die, you want baby. We're supposed to live like family. Hey, I know the lie. There's nothing stopping me. She the feel my swag and I get money. I dey try my best to be somebody, cause I'm reading life. She's girl they make me higher, higher. I dey feel this baby. You no go believe this girl I die, die. If you see this baby, tell them say she must chop my money, chop my money, chop my money, cause I don't care. Chop my money, chop my money, chop my money, cause I don't care. I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, cause I get them plenty. I don't care, 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 cause you know the empty. Hey, hey! Hey, hey! Hey, hey! It's Mr. Maybe. The love me get for you, not Jackie Chan. Somersault and stunt for you, you know I can. Farabale go malole, omwele I get pepe. 10 pesos kilo shele. If you see her eyes, yeah. You don't go believe she's looking at me. Right eyes. If you see this baby, let them say she must chop my money, chop my money, chop my money, cause I don't care. Chop my money, chop my money, chop my money, cause I don't care. I don't care, don't care, I don't care, don't care, I don't care, cause I get them plenty. I don't care, 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 cause you know the empty. Hey, hey! Hey, hey! Hey, hey! I'll lift you up, up. You go never ever run down, baby. Run down, baby. And when I'm done, tell me if you want some more, baby. Some more. I got plenty